Hey,
Hey everybody!
welcome to Free Range Nerdity, the everything else show.
Where we talk about everything that is not comic books,
Yeah,
which is really
Not a lot.
Not a lot. There's not a lot going on right now.
we have True Blood, which is nice.
We have True Blood. What else? What movies have come out recently? Transformers 3, which used stock footage from Michael Bay's other movies.
I didn't see it.
I will not see it.
Apparently, the woman who's playing, I don't know if she's playing the same character that Megan Fox is playing, but apparently she's worse.
I think she's a new character, and yeah, I've heard she's worse too. But anyway, yeah, we're on the computer right now because in the middle of the comics show, well, at the end of the comics show, my camera battery died. Sorry. So we're on the computer right now, so just...
I'm going to be perpetually leaning forward.
We're just going to go like that a lot.
Yeah.
But we're not touching you,
Yeah,
we're touching the computer. It's not
We're not
it's not
invading
real.
your space.
We're not actually here right now. Anyway, so True Blood is pretty much all the TV that's going on right now.
And it's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty good. The second episode was on Sunday.
If you had HBO, you could see it the same time as the first episode, which was kind of neat. I mean...
Oh, really?
Yeah, they had this special code you could put in.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And weird. Anyway, yeah, the new season, I'm liking a lot. I didn't like the first episode very much.
I was a big fan of it, but, I mean, I like the fact that they had a time skip and that it was all fill in the blanks. Kind of reminded me...
Yeah.
It kind of reminded me of 1 year later, a little bit.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. But this new episode, I mean, just like True Blood has done for past seasons, they advance the plot very slowly, but very heavily. So, we get little snippets of what everybody is doing, little tiny bits at a time, one or two scenes from, Sam, turning into a horse and having sex with another horse.
Yeah.
Or, one little scene of Tara and Sookie, being back, and we don't know what their friendship is going to be like now that Tara's a lesbian and things like that.
It's what I love and hate about True Blood at the same time, because you get just these tiny, tiny little bits, and it feels like you get a fifth of a story from each person, and then the episode ends.
Exactly. Which a lot of the times, the TV shows have a really hard time with that because it's just too many characters and too many stories.
And that's what happened to Heroes.
That's exactly what happened to Heroes. But True Blood is doing a really good job not being Heroes.
Yeah.
Which isn't really hard.
Anyway, lesbian,
whoa.
Which I like.
Touching.
I mean, it's not a terrifically original way to go.
Yeah.
For a character.
It was pretty. It wasn't. Once it was in that first episode when they were kissing, it was oh yeah, of course, because she cut her hair and ran away, and now she's a kickboxer and smiles when she gets punched. So
yeah. I'm disappointed they didn't keep the haircut. I really liked it.
I hated that. I hated it. I hated that. I thought it was terrible.
It lasted one episode, so.
Whew. Anyway, yeah. So stuff is really cool. The whole witch thing, the Wiccan deal, is getting pretty cool.
Yeah. They're bringing that.
Yeah, they really are. I'm glad that they're in a covenant. Covenant? My brain is... I don't know. Anyway, I'm really glad that they're all together now, because I was getting really tired of just Lafayette and Jesus, making out and talking about magic.
The crazy new witch woman is awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, and I really loved that whole scene. Was the best part of the episode. When Eric comes in and is going to shut down the thing, all, at the request of King Bill.
And you just, when you're watching it, you don't know that they're going to bring it. You're like, oh shit, all these people are going to get killed.
Yeah. But then nobody does, because there's some black magic going on, and basically they mess up his dead brain, and he's either a vampire zombie, or a vampire with amnesia, or something like that now. And in the last scene, Sookie drives up alongside him while he's wandering down the road with his shirt off. Where did his shirt go? He had it on when he left the witches, but now his shirt's gone. Anyway, and he's gonna attack her and probably try to eat her.
Yeah, I don't know if she's gonna... She hasn't really used her fairy stuff that much since getting back from the fairy world, which I understand.
I mean, to be fair, like True Blood usually does, it's probably been 5 hours since the last episode. So we've probably seen a total of, minus that year, we've seen a total of a day.
It's
probably.
true. The first 3 seasons took place over a month.
Yeah. exactly. So yeah, so there's that.
That's another reason why I'm glad they did the time skip. I feel like you kind of need that.
We get to see people grow up a little bit more.
I like what they're doing with Hoyt and Jessica.
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that, how they're doing all that. It's not a surprise that she's gonna, drink a fangbanger. It's not really surprising at all.
And I'm okay with that. I want their relationship to survive. They're probably my favorite couple on the show.
They're like the only couple on the show right now. Yeah. But yeah, they're pretty cool.
So
is that?
Ugly Americans is back. I might have mentioned that last week.
Ugly Americans is back.
Personally, Sam didn't, but I hated the Man Birds episode. I
thought it was really funny. It was grotesque and vulgar, but cleverly done.
It might not have just been my kind of humor. But
tasteless, but hilarious. As Ugly Americans is a lot, though. So
Yeah, the new episode was pretty. It wasn't one of their better episodes, but it was still pretty good. The Wet Hot Demonic Summer.
I haven't seen it yet. I forgot that it started. I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah,
probably tonight.
It's demonic summer camp. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Sounds awesome.
They also have this thing with the wizards. The wizards are training their replacements.
Those wizards, they're crazy. I watched the second half of season 1, and I loved the episode where, what's his name? What's the wizard's name?
Crap.
Carl?
Leonard.
Where Leonard dies and then becomes like 400 Leonards or something.
Yeah, the mini Leonards.
And there's that one scene where they're in the park and they're just like dying left and right. I laughed. I watched that like 4 times and I laughed so hard. Anyway, so that's pretty much all that's going on.
Oh, you should see Bad Teacher. It has nothing to do with sci-fi, but it's
whatever.
It's pretty good. There's some previews for stuff that's coming out later. There's going to be a fairy tale show with Juliana Margulies.
That's cool.
It's all adult fairy tale stuff. I think HBO did something like that, or Showtime or something.
Probably Showtime.
The 10th Kingdom.
I have no idea.
It was all fairy tales, but in an adult context.
That sounds...
I don't know.
Iffy.
It has Juliana Margulies, so I'm probably going to see how it goes.
Yeah. What was I just going to say? Oh, Torchwood is going to start pretty soon. I don't remember exactly when, but Torchwood is going to be awesome because it's Torchwood and they're in America and Glenn Cooper is there and Captain Jack is there and nobody's dying and...
Nobody's dying?
And that's going to be cool. Yeah, nobody's dying. It's like a day where nobody dies and they got to figure out what's going on. I'm hoping that it's not going to be a mini-series because as awesome as... what was it? Children of Earth? Is that what it was called?
Yeah.
As awesome as Children of Earth was as like that 6-part or 4-part miniseries or whatever, I'm really hoping that they actually have a continuing series here. But it's on Starz, which is funny because it's Starz, so I'm probably going to watch the BBC version because there have been rumors / it may have been confirmed and I just don't know, that the BBC version and the Starz version are actually going to have slightly different scenes, which is weird. But I'll probably watch the BBC version then because it'll be better.
Is Starz one of those networks where you can get away with showing nudity? Or?
Yes, it is the poor man's Showtime, I believe. I think.
I thought they might have it be like She-Wolf of London, where it was a show that was filmed in England, and the English version was different than the American version. I mean, it was the same show, but they cut all the risque stuff out before they sent it to America.
Being Human.
Yeah. I mean, they redid it for Being Human. But...
Yeah. Anyway, that's going to happen. Torchwood Miracle Day is what it's called, Torchwood Miracle Day. And there's a Muppet trailer out. The Muppets movie looks pretty awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I like Jason Segel. I like Amy Adams. I like the Muppets.
I like Kermit.
Yeah.
And that's really it. That's all that's going on. It's really not. It's
slow.
It's the middle of summer. Captain America is going to come out soon. Cowboys and Aliens is going to come out soon. Then we'll be done with the summer movies for the most part.
The superhero movie thing was kind of hitting a slump from what I heard. Like, they didn't do as well as...
Oh, yeah, they definitely didn't do as well as I think that they hoped they would.
Which is kind of disappointing, but...
Yeah.
I mean, in Green Lantern's case, I can understand why.
Exactly. It's the same thing that happened with Marvel when they had like the second Fantastic Four and stuff like that, like in the middle of there, and like Spider-Man 3.
Yeah.
Those were not good. But then Iron Man came out, and it was like, oh, superhero movies are awesome again. So hopefully, Superman won't be completely terrible. The Dark Knight Rises, no doubt, is going to be awesome. I'm not even worried about that. I have extreme faith in that movie. But hopefully Zack Snyder's Superman won't be just embarrassingly bad, as I think a lot of us, at least me, are expecting it to be.
They've also confirmed that the Catwoman outfit for the new Dark Knight movie is going to be following Darwyn Cooke's design rather than the 90s design. Disappointing tons of fans online, but not me, because I always hated the 90s design. The purple catsuit.
Oh, yeah, I hated that.
I hated that, and all these fans were pushing for it to be the movie. It's like, that's not a Christopher Nolan thing.
Yeah, no, not at all. I'm hoping they make her, like, is that the one you're talking about? The one with the...
With the goggles.
Yeah, with the goggles. Yeah, that one's awesome. I love that. It's the best.
It's the Darwyn Cooke design, which works. It's, like, I think it's my favorite outfit for her.
Totally. Yeah. Anyway, so that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
With everything else. So check out our comics show. It's pretty awesome. A lot of cool stuff happened this week. It's a little, technical difficulties.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much it.
So
have a good Thursday.
Yeah.
See you next week, hopefully.